This is JD and Eric from SceneStealers.com, home of your Oscar fun, your Oscar knowledge, and your picks, and the place where you go when you get that Oscar buzz. You got to come to us.
Depending on wherever you get it. We have an Oscar contest on our website, so be sure to go to scene-stealers.com and enter to win big prizes and try to beat us with your Oscar
Beat
guesses.
the critics. We're giving you our picks.
Yeah. How hard is it?
You can take a swipe. Feel free. So this round we're going to talk about screenplays. First off, the original screenplay category, which has Brad Bird from Ratatouille, Tony Gilroy from Michael Clayton, Tamara Jenkins, The Savages.
You're so immature.
Diablo Cody for Juno, and Nancy Oliver for Lars and the Real Girl, which is a really great little movie that nobody saw. And I was extremely excited to see it's the very embodiment of original screenplay. Actually,
And the Savages as well. Tamara Jenkins. Both of those screenplays are great, and they're both written by women, as is Diablo Cody's Juno, and everyone's making a big deal about how women, and that's kick-ass and everything, you know? But whatever, these are great movies, and Daniel Day-Lewis is Money in the Bank, as Diablo Cody is Money in the Bank. She's going to win this for Juno. She's going to win this for her skills. That's all there is to it. She's a great Hollywood success story, and Juno was a great little movie with a lot of crazy dialogue, and she knows how to write good dialogue, so she's going to win this.
Yeah, it's blown up in the box office. There's no question Diablo Cody's going to take this category.
All right.
Moving on, adapted screenplay. We've got Christopher Hampton for Atonement, adapted from the novel that everybody likes so darn much. Paul Thomas Anderson for There Will Be Blood.
Who's been nominated before. For Boogie Nights and also for Magnolia.
Wow. Sarah Polley for Away From Her. Joel and Ethan Coen for No Country for Old Men. And Ronald Harwood.
From Old Men?
From No Country for Old Men.
for them.
From and a for. Ronald Harwood for The Diving Bell and Butterfly.
The Diving Bell and the Butterfly might have a chance in this category, but Joel and Ethan Coen have swept this category at all the other awards, and everybody knows they're great writers. But come to think of it, we've been picking them a lot, and I think that there's a lot of categories that people are going to want to give to them. And they have one of these already for Fargo. The screenplay category is traditionally where the Oscars will get a little crazy and nominate those kind of edgier films. This year, I think No Country and There Will Be Blood are so grim that they might actually cancel each other out. I could see The Diving Bell and the Butterfly winning this. But I think I'm going to go the safe route, and I'm going to stick with Joel and Ethan Coen for No Country for Old Men.
Interesting.
Yep.
I would actually probably tend to say that I think Away From Her might come away with this because it's got
no chance.
But I haven't seen the film, so I can't possibly say anything about it.
Julie Christie is got a good chance for Best Actress, but it's not going to win Screenplay.
I think No Country's going to take this.
Yeah.
And
I'd love to see PTA take it for There Will Be Blood, though.
I would too.
I'm not pissed either way.
I think it's a phenomenal screenplay for.
Or Diving Bell, honestly. Diving Bell. Here, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. Diving Bell is pretty crazy compared to what the book was, you know, written from the perspective of this guy who had to blink the entire book because he was paralyzed, save for an eyelid. If anybody takes it, it's besides the Coen brothers, it's going to be Ronald Harwood for Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So next up, we're going to rock out with Best Actress.
Yeah, and we already mentioned Julie Christie from Away From Her, who does have many awards under her belt, including her recent win at the Golden Globes. Marion Cotillard, however, for La Vie en Rose, is her strongest competition in this category. Also, we have Cate Blanchett for Elizabeth the Golden Age, and
Laura Linney for The Savages, and
great
then of
nomination.
course Ellen Page for Juno.
Good for her, but
great
come on.
performance. Yeah, come on. I mean, it's a great performance, and I'm glad the movie's gotten some attention. It's certainly blown at the box office, but this is not an Oscar performance from Ellen Page. She's great, and I'm really excited.
She was great in Hard Candy. Did anybody see that? That was amazing.
I'm excited to see what she does in the future, but
yeah.
this category really belongs to Marion Cotillard. The performance was ridiculously good.
I think so too.
I'm super stoked to see Laura Linney get a nod here. She actually has been nominated in the past for You Can Count on Me and for Kinsey.
Yep.
But she's obviously not going to win this. But again, The Savage is a great film. The writer-director, whose name is Tamara Jenkins. The last thing that she did of any note was The Slums of Beverly Hills with Natasha Lyonne and Alan Arkin. But she's really put herself on the map as somebody who is a contender.
Took her long enough.
Yeah, it took her a really long time. She's not done all that much work. But anyway, it's a real credit to Tamara Jenkins for the screenplay, and the work that Laura Linney did with it was really phenomenal. But this is definitely going to go to Marianne Cotillard. I think the performance rules.
I want Marianne Cotillard to win, but Julie Christie has the cred. I think Julie Christie is probably going to take this one.
Wow.
It's a two-woman race, so it's one of the two. If he's going with Marianne Cotillard, I'm going to go with Julie Christie, just to be different. Just to be an ass.